This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. This is the TCSF podcast with Big Z. We got Stevie B from the No Water Weekend podcast, and we got JC Dynasty Fantasy Football, and we're ready to go. It is brought to you by 606 Media Studios and powered by True Chicago Sports Fans. This is episode 256. We're calling this the Midpoint because it is All-Star Weekend, and the festivities have already started. They've already filmed the softball game, which I watched this afternoon. Now the home run derby is going on as we are live. So if we cut to that, don't be scared. There will be some spoilers on the who's hitting and whatever, but there's a lot to talk about that makes Chicago great. And remember, 606 Media, we're ultimate source for all things Chicago. Don't forget to swing by 606media.com to snag your official TCSF podcast t-shirt and check out our exclusive for the Love of Sports merchandise line. And 2 new shirts dropped for the No Water in the Weekend podcast. So they have 3 new shirts up there. Go ahead and check those out and show your Chicago pride. Stevie B's probably working on some more stuff up there too.
Yeah, I tried doing some today. Little brain dead at the moment, but I was playing with a couple. One have a motorcycle guy, so we'll see.
But we'll see what comes up. If you're looking for more ways to get involved, support the show with the monthly subscription at anchor.fm/True Chicago Sports Fans for little as 99 cents a month. Keep the shoe going, pay for some bills. Keep the show going. Helps out with some bills. Keep the conversation going. And again, while you're here and you're already watching us on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitch, go over and check out the rest of our shows at 606 Media lineup. We got Impossicated with myself, Big Z. We interview podcasts where I dive deep into live stories, engaging discussions, and lots of humor. And then No Water on the Weekend, just like the weekend. They don't know when they're going to wake up and film, but they're going to film some part of the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I put a post out saying what time we're going to film today. So we did have some viewers in, and it was great. But likely when we do it, it's just mostly it's on 606 Media. It's on No on the Weekend YouTube page. It's on Twitch, Facebook. So, I mean, you see the consistency of it always on being everywhere. Maybe we surprise you and you're at work and you're bored and it's on a Monday. So you never know. So,
yeah. Well, what did you guys talk about today?
Oh, we talked about Superman and
spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not going to say spoilers. JC's reading my mind. I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay. I mean,
some
people loved it. Some people hate it. It's very polarizing right now.
I left there with okay, let's go to bowling now.
I don't mean to be rude, but did you come out of there feeling like Superman was kind of a bitch?
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely. And there's Sean Daly over here.
I gotta turn on the comments over here.
I'm full screen, so I definitely didn't see the comments.
Again, if you want to listen to it, go ahead on YouTube where Sean and me debate. We have 2 different sides. His side, I have no wrong answers for his, but I'm just saying I'm a Marvel person and a comic book guy first. And if you watch Invincible's always getting his butt kicked, and his dad always had the best strength. So you go either way. I'm just saying we don't have to go into it any more detail, but yes, continue.
Yeah, it was like I said to me, not to spoil anything about Superman and whatever, but again, I just came out of there like I don't like. It feels like everyone was kicking his ass. And
don't even get me started with a dog. Dog pissed me off.
Well,
okay, you're giving spoilers away. I'm gonna watch it this week. So
all right, that's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
Jesus Christ.
And I love dogs, but I just don't love this dog in particular.
Just that dog.
Yeah, they're not my dog.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it, just spoilers, but it does make sense why he didn't listen to Superman at the end. So But yeah, Crypto was kind of, I guess he was all right, but yeah, I guess when you're used to like a more, maybe obedient kind of
Jackson's a better dog than Crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So
should have put Jackson in the movie.
Yes. You get that paycheck, that residuals.
Yeah, he gets the paycheck. It's not co-signed by you.
Oh, Sean's really passionate about this.
Yeah, he's pro human life. I'm pro like let it burn. Let it burn.
All right, without further delay, episode 256 midpoint. We're going to talk about the Cubs taking 2 out of 3 in the Bronx from the Yankees. A great series, except for that first game. Other than that, it was pretty good. We got the White Sox, who played a couple close games with the Guardians. I was going to say the other word. The Guardians, while celebrating the 2005 World Series champions all weekend. See, there you go. He's just a natural hater. Definitely was there 2 out of those 3 days. So I had a lot of fun out there. We got some Bears news, some Bulls news. We'll cover that on the back end. But all right, the Cubby fans who didn't go to the last games, talk about your Cubbies, because they're going to be making some trades or what? What's going on?
I kind of think they are at this point. I mean, the Minnesota series did not keep me very hopeful. You take 1 out of 3, you lose the series. Okay, and then also when you win 8-1, you get your butt kicked, and the Bronx 11-0. Okay, you need that. You need that. That little slap to wake you up to take 2 out of 3. So it's not the greatest, but everyone's getting tired. The whole league is tired. Besides, the teams that aren't good. But 2 out of 3 in the Bronx. I mean, what can you say? The Yankees are also having their own issues going up and down. So that's a whole thing. I want to say right now, crazy an all-star rookie with 5 games pitched has been invited from the Brewers. Not the kid's fault. Not saying it's the kid's fault. I'm just saying how MLB and how the all-star game is being run, because I have issues with that. But the total.
Wait. But do you understand they invited 12 other pitchers before him? So it wasn't like, oh, hey,
I understand that. Then if you would have listened
over you.
Okay, but then if you would have looked at the next 5 that they wanted besides him, you would have been more pissed than the one that we got this kid up. And I'm not saying it's his fault. It's not his fault. And the money you get when you get to be an all-star is great. I'm not saying you shouldn't be there. I'm just saying the fact that Matt Boyd should have been there and just kept his spot.
There it is.
But that's just me. There's a total of 75 all-stars right now, and I think that's too many because of the whole thing. Like, you need to have one in every one of your teams to get you to watch the game. Okay.
Okay. Let me counter that point. When the when the NBA did the NBA All-Star Weekend in Chicago, and not one Chicago Bull was represented, were we not all pissed when Zach LaVine was snubbed?
Well, that's because that's one player.
You need that if you have one player from each team, a minimum.
But he was snubbed. It's not like he was just randomly invited.
He was still snubbed. Did you not want your representation, especially having it at the United Center all weekend? Why wouldn't you want the best player at that time?
Well, also they weren't playing that great either. So
what are you talking about? Having like 27 points at that point.
If you look at it as a team perspective and the record, but I get what you mean. Yes, I hear you. I'm just saying, okay, well, he's not in Atlanta, so he's a Milwaukee Brewer.
But you have Cubs representation.
Yeah, we should have more. Suzuki got some. We could go on and on.
Suzuki should be there. Yes,
and Matt Shaw should be there.
No,
but
no,
he should be there.
No, he didn't play enough games.
Okay, neither did this kid. He's 5 games in. He pitched 5 games. But anyway,
again, he has to be the one person representing the White Sox.
Yeah,
one person. They're like, everybody else sucks on that team. So yeah, he's only played 5 games, but we'll accept it because
Shane Smith has been pitching really good. You got Adrian Hauser been pitching very well. He got snubbed.
Hey, wins matter. Okay.
So pick a struggle. You want wins or you want representation? Which one do you want?
Wins. I'll take that. I'll take wins.
Right. So your team's winning, so just let that be then.
Boyd and Imanaga, our two best left-handed pitchers, pitched really well on Saturday and Sunday to get us the win in the Bronx. We talked about this every week about rotation, and we're above rotation right now. Right now, I would say we're above. Palencia and Pomeranian both had great starts in these games coming off the bench and, putting the innings in, help the Cubs win in the Bronx this weekend. But I will say this, the worst part of this season is no matter how dominant the Cubs are, we cannot shake the Milwaukee Brewers off of us. We're only
8-2 in their last 10.
Yeah, they swept the Dodgers and then they swept. I can't remember the other team that they just played, but we can't get them off of us. We're a game of first place.
They play the Nationals.
Oh, the Nationals. Okay, but it's still like I know the Dodgers are hurting because they have injuries, right?
Yeah,
they're taking more injuries than they are winning, and it's tough when you have a lot of injuries. And now it questions, are they going to do anything for the trade deadline, the Dodgers? Probably not.
Probably will.
I mean,
why wouldn't they? They have a great farm system.
Yeah. If they want to, if they want to do the,
already over luxury tax, so might as well keep going. They go for I mean, the fact that the Dodgers have, I think they got like 17 players on the IL, and they're 5.5 games above the Padres, who are playing very well. Dodgers are 3-7 last 10. Padres 6-4. Giants 6-4. Even the Diamondbacks, who lost 2 pitchers and lost a couple players on the field right now, they're 4-6, and they are 11 back. I mean, if you look at what Boston's done this week, 10-0.
Yeah,
back into the standings. I'm like, it takes a winning streak. If you a week, 10 days. 2 weeks, you're back into it. Like Red Sox are 3 behind the Blue Jays.
Yeah, and I'm happy about that. And it does. Yes, you're right. 100%. I agree with you on what you're saying.
Game, you should be nervous, Cub fans. You definitely should be nervous because that dude is literally on your butt.
Yeah,
on the highway, right? Just tailgating you.
And now go with this. The Brewers called up 2 new players as starters, and they both won their first games, and that doesn't happen all the time.
No.
So, I'm glad everyone's taking a break. I'm glad everyone's, getting some downtime because a lot of the ML teams have been grinding, which, if you're contending and like going to the playoffs and trying to be above 500 and you're trying to win the division. Yeah, it's definitely hard. I will say this. Congrats to Andrew Vaughn coming up big for the Brewers. You did really well. And I know you need a different scenery because if you're tired of losing, and you want to change scenery and go somewhere close, to Chicago. But the first round draft pick showing his true stars. And it's not about being where you're at. It's where you got drafted to. And man, does it show. But
dude had one good week. Relax.
Actually, he had 2 games that he actually
had 2 games. Okay. Woo.
That's what. Oh, you're scared because he's doing well now.
I'm not scared. I care less about Andrew Vaughn.
Okay.
He was like Gromit.
Well, he's actually helping the Brewers win, which sucks for us.
Yay, Andrew Vaughn. Yay. How about that? You just be a hater just like Steven? Yeah,
that's fine. Vaughn. I expect that was that's what I want you to say.
No, I'm not a fan of Andrew Vaughn.
Oh, man.
You know what? I should wear my Brewers jersey next week.
You should wear it.
You know what? I'll do it next segment.
Cubs get ready to face Boston Red Sox, so I'm torn, but I do want my Cubbies to pull out a 2 out of 3 wins this weekend. If the Red Sox stay hot, does not look good, and we could lose first place in division this upcoming week on 7/18 starting when the Cubs play at home.
That's next week. I'm trying to pull that up. That's next week.
It's in 4 days, buddy.
Wait. Oh, you play us next weekend.
Yeah, the following week. Yeah. So Red Sox are 53-45, while the Cubs are at 57-39, tied for the best record in the National League. With a hot streak and a break, it could break the Red Sox, but if you're that team and you have momentum and you're excited to get back on the fields, it could be some trouble depending on who's pitching. I don't know if Boyd and Imanaga are going to be there, but you need to have another pitcher coming in, need another ace, because it's not looking that great moving forward after that. Kansas City comes into town. Still, you could still have the same. You could still have an issue like the Twins.
They're a tough team.
You can have an issue like Twins, and then it gets a little bit easier when you play the White Sox. Sorry, not the Red Sox. The White Sox. It's a lot easier with 3 games. So you could come up and sweep that. Then you got to go to Milwaukee. So it's 7:28. I'd like to go, but there's no air conditioning.
It's supposed to be like high 90s. I'm good. On
Yeah, I'll watch it from home. As much as I would like to go and take the train over there and take the train back.
Yeah, sorry, Brew Crew. It's a beautiful stadium, but definitely the no AC is unbearable. It's great to watch a game in April, in May up there, and then probably September, and that's about it, because it is the worst idea to have a dome and have no AC.
It's like a greenhouse.
What is the point of putting the dome then? You worried about the rain? Baseball's played in the rain.
Yeah, it's not played when there's lightning and thunder. Yeah. So I don't honestly get the whole thing. You could put AC units, but I mean, I don't know where they'd be sticking out of like the side of the walls everywhere. But even the bathroom doesn't have AC, and it smells like piss in there.
That's why you do that.
At least when you go to the Cubs games and you go to the bathrooms, there's heaters in there, and there's also AC.
Mm-hmm.
That's an old ballpark, and it got renovated. So, but yeah, other than that, I was a little annoyed that the Twin series didn't go as much as I wanted to. But hey, it's baseball. It happens. But not when the Brewers are on your tail and you look behind and they're just like tapping you. Like, it's hard. The Central is probably one of the hardest in the National League, if not second.
Yeah, I would say second. I mean,
because I know Dodgers, Padres, and Giants. Yeah, that's a good division. Yeah, but definitely. Not for Arizona. But yeah,
that's all right. Sorry,
it's a hard division. JC, any words of encouragement for Cubs fans to keep positivity? Because I am mostly negative on this show, because that's me.
Well, let's talk about the MLB draft right quick.
Good point.
Going over the MLB draft, it looks like the Cubs are going about it and drafting a crap ton of outfielders again, because we don't have a logjam there. So, why not add more to the mix?
They're high school kids.
Yes, I understand that.
They're not going to be up for 8 years. Everybody that's on your roster will not be there in 8 years. And
I understand that, but we continue to talk about the Cubs need to draft pitching. There's a lackluster area of catching in the Cubs system. There's other positions other than outfield. Now, granted, what I'm assuming is about to happen is that some of the outfielders that are high up in our stable are about to be traded for some pitching.
Yeah.
Now, maybe that's why we're loading up outfielders. But, again, we've talked about this consistently, where the Cubs seem to draft outfield and don't really draft pitching.
No.
For whatever reason.
You drafted a pitcher, Dominic Reed from Abilene Christian, with the 90th pick.
Yeah, so in 6 rounds, which I think they might have gone into the 7th round by now, but in 6 rounds we have drafted 4 outfielders and 2 pitchers. So again, there's other positions than outfield that we could use in our system. There's second base and first base and third base, which seems to be an issue for us. And then, we keep filling this catching position with older veterans on 1-year deals. So might be nice to get a catcher that, might be a potential top 50 prospect, at some
another pitcher, Peyton Graham from Gonzaga, in the 7th round.
Yeah. The kid I keep talking about, and I keep hoping that, I don't know when he's going to go because he hasn't gone yet in the 7 or 8 rounds that have happened, is a kid named Jack Bauer, who's right here in Illinois. We've discussed him before. He's tall kid, lanky, left-hander, and he's throwing 103 miles an hour. He's listed as like the number 44 prospect on MLB.com. Still has not gone in 7 rounds.
We're on round. I'm looking at round 10, so double check that he hasn't been drafted because the last 2 rounds, 9 and 10, the Cubs have taken 2 more pitchers. Looking at round 11, they took another pitcher.
Because I searched name, I searched his name,
Another pitcher, yeah,
and
they're going pitching on the back end with going after college pitchers on the back end. I think they went best available player, if we look at that, rather than need, and they're going in the last rounds for college ready guys that can be up in 2 or 3 years. Let's see, I'm on round 13. Nate Williams, pitcher, Mississippi State. Round 12, you're looking at Connor Spencer, pitcher, Ole Miss. So like they're grabbing guys who should be ready within a couple of years. As far as pitchers, now are they going to be pitching in the bullpen? Most likely to get them started. Kamen Franklin, pitcher of Victoria Christian, Oklahoma. Yeah, that was round 14. Round 15. Yeah, they're Noah Edders, pitcher out of Troy. Round 16. Riley Hunsaker, or Hansaker, who knows? Pitcher from Lamar. I don't know what that is. Dude, round 17. There, another. Oh no, they got a catcher. Logan Poteet. Would be maybe related to Keith Poteet.
Possibly. I heard her. I saw
There's
that.
a lot of legacy players.
Right.
Getting in this draft. You got McGuire's kid. You got Manny Ramirez's kid.
I want Manny Ramirez's kid. I thought we might get him. I thought I was like, come on, the apple should not fall far from the tree on that one.
It doesn't matter. Take a flyer on one of those kids.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
What's the worst that can happen?
Right. I agree.
Connor Knox of George Mason for the Cubs again, round 18, round 19. Where are you at? Round 19. Caleb Barnett, third baseman of Mountain Brook High School, Alabama. Let's see, round 20.
Like I said, I mean, you could get crazy going into those late 1920s, but those guys are going to take some time, But it's to me like in those top 6 rounds, the fact that it was 4 outfielders and 2 pitchers is just that just tells me that some of our outfielders are the top prospects in our system might be getting moved rather quickly here for some third base help or some pitching help.
And again, you remember when you guys traded who was your pitcher that we traded the Cubs traded to San Diego for like 4 or 5 prospects.
Yeah. I know. Well, continue your thought. I just thought like when they selected Joshua Hartshorn from Orange Lutheran High School with the 181th overall pick, he has an impact. Supposedly, like he could be the next Kyle Schwarber if he wanted to.
Whoa, that's some high praise right there, brother.
I mean, he was like this. He could be the steal for the Cubs. He has tremendous power, so no matter what position he plays, he reacts like in the majors. So I think this guy could be, a great asset for the Cubs, but I don't know how old he is. But it's just been. I think this kid has some promise to it. That's the only one that I can honestly say that I'm looking forward to in that whole draft that we just had. So.
Yeah, I was thinking about Yu Darvish.
Oh, yeah. That's that one. Yeah.
So you're the people that you got. So who you got? The 4 prospects. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 prospects. Owen Casey, Ishmael Mena, Reggie Prisado, and Jensen Santana. So 1 out of 4 hit. So again, even though you drafted 20 guys, it's a 1 in 4 chance that
absolutely. Yeah. That's in any organization that you want to go and do that too.
Yeah,
Unless you like what's that one movie? Curved with a Pitch or Pitch and a Curve or whatever.
Having trouble with the curve.
Yeah, that unless you have that older
Nope.
gentleman and his daughter on your staff team, then you're not going to miss.
That's a great movie.
It is a great movie. And I felt really good for the Hispanic guy getting his opportunity and taking it to that guy because he would call him Peanut Boy.
Yeah.
And Jose knows about that feeling about Peanut.
Trouble with the curve.
Trouble with the curve. Jesus. No, not Tyler Chatwin. It was you, Darvish. This fucking guy. I'm recording the home run derby, so it's on my peripheral. So I'm trying not to watch now that I put it to record. You guys
But yeah, I get where JC's coming from, and we talk about prospects or suspects on this show. That's the kid from Orange Lutheran High School that I say the 181 pick would probably be the only one that I think that could pan out, but I could be wrong because kids are kids. Kids get into things that they shouldn't. For me, it was alcohol. But no, it's just depending on what they want to do and if they really take it serious. But it is what it is. That's how life goes. But I think this guy will have an impact just as much as Horber did, and I think this guy could be a similar kind of asset to how he plays. He's a lefty.
I love the positive attitude, Israel. We're
what are you drinking and smoking, man?
We're not going to be competitive to like 2030. It's 2030 when the new owner comes in.
The only thing I'm going to say he's going to promise is the fact he's going to have same thing, low prices for food and concessions because he does that with the Phoenix Suns. So I guarantee that $2 for a hot dog, which I'm fine. That should be how it is. But other than that, look at the Phoenix Suns. They ain't doing anything. Get terrible trade values for Bradley Beal. So just a world of misery. And if you want to, I will not call you a trader.
The Bulls ain't better and they don't spend any money. So
I'm not okay. We talk about we're not going to the Bulls game. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Said it here first.
Wrapping up the Cubs segment, Mitch Keller is a pitcher from the Pirates that could be on the radar as trade possibilities to help out the Cubs with the rotation.
We want Skeens. We don't want anybody else. Skeens is
You're
the guy.
not going to get.
We're not going to get him
yet. You're not trading Skeens yet.
No,
He's got
we're not.
3 more years of arbitration and more control years. They're going to wait till a little bit.
Give him the Godfather offer.
Yeah,
that's asking a lot, and I'm not willing to get rid of a lot for one pitcher.
Then it's the Dodgers.
No.
They'll
sell their souls to get whoever they want.
Of course. 3.48 ERA. So do the Yankees. How many times do the Yankees
put him 40 years down the road? So
yeah. 3-10 with a 3.48 ERA, 92 strikeouts with a WHIP of 1.14. So he's a good pitcher on a bad team that doesn't translate to wins. So
right
on a good team again, that's going to translate wins.
For example, Andrew Vaughn did really bad with the White Sox, but playing really well with the Brewers.
Played 2 damn games. Relax. Cubs looking also for third base help in Eugenio Suarez. We've been talking about this for a while. I know the Yankees are trying to poach him as soon as possible, so it's really going to depend on who has the better offer that's going to go to Arizona. So the Cubs are going to have to give up some prospects, some high prospects, if you're going to get a guy who can play a little bit above average defense at third, but it has a pretty good bat. And Matt Shaw might be one of those guys that ends up going over there.
I see.
You're trying to win today. You're not worried about tomorrow.
That is correct. You're right. I'd like to give up more prospects than to give up.
Jed's contract has not been extended, so he's going balls to the wall. I'm trying to win and keep my job.
Yeah,
but does he want the job? I don't know.
My problem is, though, you don't want to trade Shaw for a 1-year rental. So what is the contract that?
Sorry, what did you do with the Astros?
What are we talking about? 05?
No, we're talking about what did you do with the Astros at the beginning of the season? You traded for Kyle Tucker. And
look what he's done to the actual lineup.
You're saying you don't want a rental to win this year. That's exactly what
I'm saying. I don't want to give Shaw up for a rental.
Right.
But you gave up Cam Smith.
Okay. Rental. Sure.
Cam Smith wasn't a starting player on the Cubs. He is
No.
a starting player on another team, but he wasn't on the
Yeah.
Cubs.
Right.
He didn't get a chance to break camp. He was still. This was during the spring training.
Okay.
He
JC,
would have made it
Yeah,
because he was an infielder. He would have been in your starting lineup because he was an infielder. They had to move him to the outfield in Houston.
It didn't matter because you could have Suzuki as not as a DH all the time.
right, but he can play third.
Who?
Cam Smith.
Okay, we're going in circles here.
Why are we going in circles? You're saying you don't want to trade for a 1 year rental when your Cubs did that at the beginning of the year.
Yes,
Why would
but
you
Kyle
do it now?
Tucker's a bigger difference. He's a different player. He's an all-star. He changes the
And
culture
Cam Smith-
in the.
But what if Cam Smith turns out to be a 10-year?
Well, has he?
What I'm saying, what if he turns into a 10-year vet? Then you trade it for 1 year. As long as you win the chip, it shouldn't matter what you gave up, because that happened in 2016 when you traded for Chapman.
It does matter because I don't want to win just one. I want to win multiple.
We want dynasties here, and we thought we were going to be a dynasty, and that wasn't the case.
Stop thinking White Sox and start thinking Yankees and Dodgers.
Who's thinking White Sox? We're talking about the Cubs. You literally contradicted yourself saying you don't want a rental, and then you're saying, "Oh, we don't want a rental." You did the exact same thing because you have not signed.
We're going to pay Tucker.
I'm sorry.
Because hopefully we are going to pay Tucker. And
I don't think that. I don't.
Teams don't mean shit, bro.
Yeah, I
Teams don't mean shit right now.
Yeah, I
He
don't
is
think so,
producing for the Cubs. Yes. He's an all-star player. Yes. Is he a game changer? Yes. You gave up a young stud batting 277, 7 home runs, 39 ribbies, 81 hits in his first season.
You're
short-sighted, JC.
I'm not going to argue.
That kid's going to be a stud.
He could be, and he possibly could be, and that's a 50-50 take you're going to take.
He's batting better than Pete Crow Armstrong during his rookie season.
Oh yeah, until he found the swing.
Oh, but everyone's on Pete Crow Armstrong's nuts now, right? Because he's batting better in his second season, which should be a slumping season, and he's an all-star. Wait till this kid goes up next year and he kills it. So I don't see where you're saying I don't want a rental, and then you're doing a rental.
Okay, I will take the rental for Tucker, but for third base and not knowing
where Tucker started the season with the Cubs versus someone after the All-Star break. There's a huge difference of having a guy for the entire season versus having him for like a month.
Completely agree with you there. But if it gets you to the chip and gets you that ring, it doesn't matter because you did it before in the previous administration to get yourself over the hump, and you got to close it.
I mean, the guys in the top 25 of our prospects, you can take whatever you want. Shaw necessarily. Again, if the player... Listen, if
Come
it's
on,
Paul
JC,
Stevens,
let's be honest. Right? Cubs
if
fans,
it's
Sox
Paul
fans,
Stevens, I will
Bulls
trade
fans,
Shaw. But
they all love their prospects and hold on to them like they're diamond fucking rings. They're not. You got a championship and you gave up the second baseman to New York who played there for a while, for like 8 years. Okay,
Starlin Castro.
No,
he also went over there.
Castro.
He went to New York. But I get what you're saying, Big Z, and I get what you're saying, J. Honestly, no, we want to win. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm okay with getting rid of the prospect and getting Tucker. Yes, right. He changed the lineup. He does all this great stuff, and he's great. Are we going to sign him next year? Probably not, because Tom Ricketts is cheap. Sorry, he is. He's going to sign PCA for a big deal, and he's going to sign only one out of the two instead of getting two. Why? Because he doesn't want to spend money. Can I spend his money for him? Absolutely, I would. But that's not the case. And I've said this multiple times. You're going to go and get other players and call up people to fill out the platform, to fill out the field. But then you're going to be missing the bigger picture of what a person does in the locker room. And that's where when you get into prospects come back. So overall, you're taking a risk in general because you don't know what player is going to pan out. And also, if it's a rental, you have to win now. And if you don't win now, then you're the real loser in general. So it's all a 50-50 take. And honestly, with the Tucker thing, I'm happy he's a Cub. I'm glad to have him on the team. And at least, even if we get to the National League Finals, right, before we go to the World Series, and we probably will lose if the case. but I still don't consider the season a loss, even though we have him for a rental. Yeah, it sucks because I know they're not going to pay for him. And that's at the end of the day. And prospects, cool. We could trade and get average players again. Or at least at this one moment, I'm pretty happy. So
rentals don't mean anything unless you win the championship. If you don't go for rentals unless you're trying to win the championship, when they did it in 16, and Chapman, they gave up one of their top prospects, which was Glaber Torres. Now they gave up 3 other prospects that didn't pan out, but Glaber was literally the one knocking out the door that was supposed to be starting, but there was no room for him. Guess what you do? You trade for a piece that puts you over the hump to win a championship.
But that was the only piece for 2016. That was it.
And because they didn't
everything.
But
yeah, and everything else. Yeah, but everything else was exactly what you needed, from third base to bullpen to you had everything. Now you don't have bullpen right now because the Cubs are like iffy. Yes, they're above average, but it's not playoff worthy. It's not playoff distance, I should say.
I think the Cubs bullpen is probably one of the top 5.
It's up there, but I still have qualms of whether or not we could get this over the hump. I need to see more after the All-Star break. I need to see this. Yeah, right. I do need to see that. And I need to see, look, the Minnesota Twins series kind of was like, okay, now we got to play Boston and then we got to play Kansas City. And you and I both said they're both hot and tough teams.
Yeah.
So if the bullpen cannot proceed to do well between these 2 hot teams or, well teams, there's a problem. So that's why I have qualms of like us going to the playoffs. Cool. Winning a couple games, maybe winning the first round. Fine. But do I see this going to the World Series unless we make changes and we add pieces to it? That's my only issue. Are we going to do it? I don't know. Is Jed Hoyer's job on the line? Yes, it is. Is he going to do anything to try to save his job? I don't know.
He's going to try. But
I mean, he's got to go balls to the walls. I mean, he was on the radio on 670 Score saying that he has no restrictions on spending money this season.
Oh, yeah. Go broke. Go broke.
Well, thank you, owners, for finally opening your pocketbook.
But now you can't get Chapman because they are on a 10-game winning.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
See, there's times where you have to act early, and there's times that you have to wait. And at this point, if they would have acted early when they were 10 games out or 13 games out, you could have got them for cheaper. Now that he's a hot commodity, it's not really going to work out. So you're going to have to go to plan B, C, and D. For some bullpen help, especially for a setup man, because I think, or it might be a closer. Maybe him and Palencia can rotate and they can all take a day. You did sign a closer that's not doing well. So was that Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Me and Ivan were watching the game on the phone while we were at the WhiteSox game because it got really.
Oh, Ivan was watching it. Yeah, good for Ivan being at the WhiteSox game watching the Cubs. Traitor number 1. I wrote in the comments, I'm like, traitor. The guy's at a WhiteSox game on a Saturday with you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I wish Ivan was in our group chat because I would give him a hard time.
Then just make another group chat. That's fine.
I have his number.
There you go.
I'm gonna text him after this.
Yeah, you should. he needs to laugh. Transition over to the WhiteSox this past weekend. They celebrated 2005 World Series champion WhiteSox. It's the 20-year anniversary, and definitely it was a good time. I was there Saturday and Sunday. Friday I didn't go. I was actually at Ivan's house. We were talking some business there, and so I was watching that Cubs game where they got slaughtered. It was fun. And then Saturday we went to the game. We got to see the whole celebration for the 05 team. They had everybody out there. They had Ozzie give a speech, Burley give a speech, and they put out Jenks' jersey on the pitching mound because he passed away. They introduced the family of Jenks. That was really, really cool. Definitely a memorable occasion for the anniversary. Next year will be your 10-year anniversary, and then they'll do something for those guys. But this was cool for 20 years. The statue is pretty spot on, and I did get the statue replica, which is back here on my Burley section. The details on that statue are amazing. Like the stitching on the baseball, the veins in his arms, his facial expression. He looks exactly like Burley. It does not look like Dwayne Wade, one of the worst statues of all time. So I was able to get that. And then I was there on Sunday for the 4-pitcher bobblehead, Burley, Garland, Garcia, Contreras, who pitched 4 straight complete games against Boston. Yeah. I know you're nodding your head because I'm pretty sure you were watching that one too.
I was, but I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'll throw in my rant.
Yeah, definitely a good time. I was just reciprocating the game that Ivan took me to the weekend prior, so I took him to that Saturday game, and then on Sunday I went solo dolo. Went there and enjoyed the game. Now
I would have gone with you and gave you the bobblehead.
you said you were going to record on Sunday.
Well, you should have just double checked.
Okay, well next time I'll double check because you said you were starting recording on Sunday, so that's why I'm like, he's got to record Sunday. Let him be. Yeah, so that's exactly what I did, and I had a great time. To be honest with you, with Ivan, we had a great time. I literally took him to like almost every single corner that we could in the ballpark, and he was impressed with how nice it is and where you can go without having to pay for extra.
Is this guy? Like, what is
Hey man, he was there. He said he loved the statue. He said it was amazing. Come on, man.
Yeah, he should have brought a Sharpie marker because it wouldn't go through the scanner. God. No, I would never do that and tell anyone to do that. Also, where you sat and took those photos right where the deck and the outfield, it's hard to get those seats. You know what I'm talking about, where like the bar is, where the Modelo is?
Yeah.
On the right field.
The
So
standing room.
you guys are camped there, right?
Yeah, we camped there for a little bit.
That's a hard place to get to when it's a big time game.
Yeah.
I guess there was no one there because no one was there. And I sent the video of
it wasn't a sold out game. I don't.
And I'm shocked for all White Sox fans who say they're White Sox fans didn't show up for 05. Oh, geez, that's embarrassing.
Friday was more of a packed game for the unveiling. That was way more of a packed game. I think if I remember correctly, the attendance for Saturday was about 28, and I think Sunday might have been like 25, 26. I would have to look that up.
And even when you guys took the photo next to the statue, Ivan, why?
Wow.
But Big Z, when you took it, there was no like a line to organize and take photos there with it, which I thought was interesting.
No. We got there early. By the third inning, there was a line of like 250 people and it wrapped around.
Yeah, because when you go to the United Center, they need a line for when you take a picture with the 6 championships for the Bulls.
Yeah,
there's no line, and there should be. But I'm just saying, it just one guy is back there in one of the photos.
You got to remember that we got there super early. We literally got there when the gate. We were there an hour before the gates opened because I was like, I am going to get this bobblehead, this statue bobblehead, and literally we were the third person in front of the gate. Here's that. This is the picture you're talking about.
Yeah.
We literally had.
I was surprised you were able to touch it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just a statue, bro.
Is that a Sharpie marker in your hand?
That is not a Sharpie marker.
Say 606 media.
I mean, I did go into. Let me take this down. I did go in to see my friend.
And you bought that jersey. Did you buy it that day?
No, that's my jersey. I've had that jersey for like 20 years.
Really?
Yeah, that's definitely was a like.
Put it back on the screen.
Hold on, let me go back. We can't go out of here so you can see it. Because
I want to see that smile again and how happy you were.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Here, I'll show you a better picture. I was able to catch up with a high school classmate and friend, DJ Funk, who is the official DJ for.
I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, for the White Sox, for the Bulls, for the Bears.
I've seen him for the Bulls. I've seen him. His name on there.
What am I doing here?
Or was it for the Bears? But no, he's great. I think he's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, when we go to Bears camp, he's the one playing there. Let me see. And I was able to, he's like, he opened the door at the booth and he's like, come on in. I'm like, oh yeah, we're going inside.
I know what you did in there.
I will show you.
And not saying anything weird that they did, but anytime Big Z goes somewhere, he always leaves his mark. I'll say that. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to load the show, everybody. Here it goes. So this is us inside the DJ booth.
There's 2 White Sox fans and a trader. I'm tired of hearing I like baseball.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that's the mark.
We left our mark.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are everywhere. We're inevitable.
Inevitable.
Inevitable. Yeah, it was a good time. He's always been a real courteous person, always willing to talk to us. And every time I bring my friends, I introduce them, and he's really like, come on in the booth. It's a good time.
Is there AC in there?
Yes, he has his personal AC.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. He's got it made there.
I would say, I'm like, damn, it's got to be hot in that box.
Yeah. So he's got a fan and he's got an AC. And then he showed me the script of the whole. He'll be all right. He showed me the script that everything is like literally time stamped of what's being said, what time by everybody in the ballpark, and it's like a big old spreadsheet that is just given out. So that was pretty cool. So I got to see the speech that was given by Gene Honda at the beginning to opening remarks, all that stuff. Where's the last picture I wanted to show you? I wanted to show you. This is the one you're talking about where we were at the Modelo. So let me put that up there for you.
Yeah, because that Modelo area is usually pretty packed. And
because you literally have the best view from the outfield, and if you just need a beer, you just turn around and the bar's right there, and then turn back around. But
exactly,
you're blazed in the sun the entire time.
Yeah.
He said something really funny, and I was like, oh, yeah, he always does that.
He said, like, man, Steven's not here with us. This is fucking awesome. And you're like, yeah. Or like, yeah, the 2 haters, JC and Steven, they're not here with us. Like, I don't know,
Or he said something to the fact of that he's really a Sox fan.
Yeah. And I don't want to hear.
Take that up with Ivan. Don't take that up with me.
I will. I want him to come on the show, but he's always busy.
No, he's dealing with a personal matter. That's why he's not.
Okay.
He called you earlier. We're glad JC's here because JC's
right. Because I can't take a day off if both of you guys are off. I feel bad.
Yeah, no. You have no more sick days, bro.
No, I'm used out at this point. I'm cuffed to the show when you guys aren't around. That's why when JC popped up, I was like, oh, thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with my situation and family matters.
No, I hear you. I
didn't know if I would or would not, but
it's like that scene from Space Jam where it's like they pictured Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny in cuffs, and like they have to perform all the time. That's what it feels like being true Chicago sports some days when I can't get a day off.
No days off for you.
I know.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to the All-Star game, seeing Shane Smith probably throw an inning and so forth. But the White Sox come out of the break on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week, and they will be in Pittsburgh against the Pirates. I'm expecting 2 wins.
Now, if we're talking about the All-Star break, and you said, what's the gentleman's name that's pitching?
Shane Smith.
Okay, imagine if he pitches an inning and gives the winning runs to the National League.
Okay.
That'd be the icing on the cake of Kershaw's game. A lot of history is being put around the White Sox.
Doesn't mean anything. There's no home field advantage anymore for the All-Star game, so it doesn't mean
I know that, but just a White Sox player giving it up. I liked it. I did.
I like that rule.
Because you know why it was great? Because you put the best players on the field from both AL and NL. And I feel like the fans have too much. I told everyone to vote, but apparently you weren't voting correctly. But,
no, it's a popularity contest. That's the problem.
I know, and that's where you should kind of dial it back a little bit on it. But I'm just a little salty because I didn't get Suzuki in there. But
that's all right.
It is what it is. Life's full of disappointments. I could be disappointed with this one too. So, Captain Negative.
Captain Negative. All right. White Sox will be in Pittsburgh for that series. Then they have the tough Rays and the tough Cubs. And then it might ease up with the Phillies, who have been struggling lately.
Mhm.
So you have that. Other than that, the White Sox, I don't want to go into the draft things today. That's a lot of draft news. I want to go into each one of those profiles and get more in-depth information, so that way we can do that next week, Steven. So we'll do all the draft pick show. The White Sox, again, this is smoke and mirrors. I don't think anything this is going to happen, but this is through John Heyman, that they're receiving interest for Luis Robert Jr. for 8 teams. Not 1, not 2, 8 teams. Who wants this dude? And you know what?
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's the Andrew Vaughn situation where you get him out of the White Sox and he does really well.
This is one of those guys that will do it. It's you're Tyson Chandler, you're Larry Markin. Yes, this is exactly what's going to happen. He was in a horrible situation, a losing culture with no managers. Well, he had LaRussa and the other Grafal, the other idiot, where no one was holding anybody accountable as he was coming up. The Phillies, no thank you. I mean, if they give us the best offer, sure, whatever. If he goes to the Dodgers, he'll definitely help them out. And even if he's batting 7th with no pressure and he can play really good defense, that's going to be good.
Yeah, I think if you go to a team with no pressure, you're going to perform because you don't have to be the superstar of the team. That comes with a lot of pressure. You go to the Dodgers, you go to Phillies, there's no pressure. You got other teammates, Harper, Schwarber, the other one, Turner. I think
Turner's there anymore. You have Turner.
There's another one that after that. There you go. That could put and perform. If you put in Luis Robert as like a DH or you put him in once in a while, there's no pressure. He could go do his thing, bat when he needs a bat, and hit one out of the park.
Yeah.
So,
and the Mets too. The Royals and Mets. They won't trade within the division. I doubt they'll do that with the Royals.
He's going to go to the Mets. I feel he's going to go to the Mets.
Whoever gives us the best prospect deal.
Maybe, but I feel he's going to.
I don't care.
You get 4 fourth-round picks.
I was going to say there might be 8 teams interested because they think they can get him cheap because he has not had a good season.
No, he has not had a good season. And got to remember. And I know, and I blasted JC in the group chat, but it wasn't JC. It was Serge, who's always posting from 2 weeks ago. And it's funny because Steven sent me this a while ago too, and we talked about it on the show where you had Frazier, who was on the White Sox, he's playing for the Yankees, and talked about on a podcast saying that the inmates ran the asylum. This is why he needs to get out of here. He needs to get out of here and get a whole new fresh breath and go see if he can spread his wings and actually fly. Because everyone else
fly like an eagle.
Everyone else did not. Abreu went to the Houston. He's no longer in baseball. Tim Anderson bounced around. Marlins, Angels, out of baseball. Yoan Moncada is actually doing decent with the Angels. A walk-off home run the other day. Who else? Who else was on there? Obviously our pitchers definitely spread out throughout MLB and doing great because we can draft and develop pitchers. But everyone else is pretty much out of that crop that was coming up. They're all gone. They're not even in baseball, barely. So it is what it is. I will probably go into a couple more White Sox games, and I did reconnect with JC knows him. Matt from Northeastern.
Okay.
Teacher, you know him. I'm
sure I do, but off the top of my head,
Yeah. He teaches in the northwest suburbs. Huge volleyball guy. He was
northwest suburbs. Is he
Okay.
Gonna get hit with the bankruptcy of Chicago Public Schools?
No. He teaches in the north.
He's good.
He's
good.
Yeah. Thank
he's
God.
fine.
You'll trigger on that move too. That's a different story. He was there. I was literally by the statue, and I was taking a selfie, and then he's like Jose. He's like, turn around. I'm at the bar. I'm like, what the hell? I couldn't find. He's like, oh, turn right. I'm like, oh, he was there with his wife. So I hung out with him on Sunday, which is great. And he told me that if I need parking, I have a parking spot available for free.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's
really cool. That's really cool.
That's how friends are supposed to do. Take care of each other. So
yeah. Hey, I took care of you too. I sent you a Venmo.
I know. Well, you're an idiot.
But no, that's awesome. And again, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be at the White Sox game on that Friday. So for Cubs or Sox. So I will be there. I'm gonna wear my Cub stuff. Big Z's gonna not protect me because I don't need protection. And I can handle myself. If you're a Cubs fan, you're
You
there.
don't have to be afraid of desk pops at all.
No, this pops, pa. No, it'll be fine. I'm gonna have a good time.
Can't get a Sharpie through, but you can sure get some other stuff.
Oh,
through.
I've gotten many things through for sure. If you can get a gun through, you can get anything through.
Calm down. Calm down. All right, we went long in the tongue. Let's take a quick break. I gotta refill my iced tea. And
Iced tea. He's on vacation, ladies and gentlemen. He's on vacation from school. Okay,
I am on vacation, but it's also Monday. You got to detox. You got to detox. I'm gonna go on my Brewers jersey. How about that?
Yeah, and put vodka in iced tea.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey there, Chicago enthusiasts. Are you ready to take your fandom to the next level? The True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast has got you covered with some serious cool merch that screams Chicago pride. From cozy sweaters to trendy tank tops, we got it all. Show off your love for the city with our iconic red, white, and blue logo, or stand out with our exclusive collection for the love of sports. Whether you're lounging at home, breaking a sweat at the gym, or cheering on your team at a game, our gear is a must-have for all you diehard Chicago sports fans out there. Don't hesitate. Visit bonfire.com/store/606-media-store/ or simply just click the link in the description and snag your gear ASAP. Get ready to make some noise, show your pride, and embrace the Chicago spirit with True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast merch. Designed for you, the ultimate fan, for the love of sports. Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to No War on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots. So let's kick it back over to Big Z.
Welcome back to the TCSF podcast with Big Z featuring Stevie B from No Water Weekend and JC. The guys made it back from their pee break. Oh, you actually went to go put on your little jersey?
Yeah, you said you're going to put the Brewers one on.
Well, I have.
You didn't have time because you had to pour vodka.
Didn't have time. It's only a 60-second break. Yeah, definitely that. We're gonna do some sports notes now, and we'll start off with our Chicago Bears, who extended polls to match up our managers, coaches' contracts. So they'll be both here for the next 5 years. Guys, what do you think about that?
JC, you go first.
I'm torn. I really am, because you know what? Poles has done a pretty good job putting the roster together. However, he's also made a lot of bonehead moves as well, trading for Chase Claypool and some of these other guys that have not panned out for us. Drafting Velus Jones over many of players who have panned out, drafting the oldest player in the draft in Velus Jones, who was, a 5-year red shirt senior, coming out of, was it Tennessee that he came? I don't even know where he came out of. But it doesn't matter, because, we talk about some of the things that Poles has done over the years that has you scratching your head, but at the same time, you see what he did. He traded for Tooney. He traded for some of these other guys. He's drafted semi-well. I will not say he has drafted great, but you do see talent coming in particular positions. He's been very good at drafting cornerback. He's been very good at drafting safeties, things of that nature. He has traded for Edmonds and our two linebackers. We lost one of our linebackers this year in free agency.
Dumb move.
Yes and no, because we got two linebackers for the same price of Roquan. So it's one of those where, and no offense, linebackers are not the same as they were during the Brian Urlacher, Ray Lewis era, right? Like linebackers now, it is very hard to find guys that can play 3 downs, which Roquan could play 3 downs. But again, when we paid Edmonds and Edwards the same amount of money as Roquan, it's one of those where it's like, okay, Roquan is an A+, but we got a B+ and a B to replace an A+. So it's one of those, when you look at the overall 2 guys signed as a tandem for the same amount of money that Roquan wanted, it's hard to argue that. That's just my opinion. Other people can argue that they would have much rather had Roquan. But again, when you have 2 guys that play middle and Sam, or weak side and middle, strong side and middle, it's always better to have 2 than 1, right? Because then you're handicapping yourself where you could spend money elsewhere. So I think Poles has done a good job of where he spends his money with the positions, everything of that nature. I don't think the draft kind of went this year how Poles had hoped. I really do think that they were looking for a running back in round 2, but we still ended up with Luther Burden, which is an amazing pickup as a wide receiver 3, kind of working out of the slot, working those short yardage and everything of that nature. You have DJ Moore, you have Roma Dunze, and you got Caleb Williams, and you got Loveland and Komet. So we have really put together a great offensive side of the ball. But the problem is now with the new coaching staff, can we put it together? Because now it's like, look, the offensive line is there. Maybe not so much on depth behind the starters. We do have depth, but it's, is it top tier depth? We'll see. We have Ozzie Tripolo behind Braxton Jones, everything like that. We'll see how that all pans out. Now it's time for the Bears to put the money where their mouth is, and the outcome of the games need to be much better than last year. Right. And again, I think it might be a year or 2 under the new coaching staff to really get things rolling. But again, we need to see an improvement, from last year. Last year was just not acceptable considering everything we had on that team, considering we still had DJ Moore. We still had, oh my God, why am I blinking? I was talking about Keenan Allen earlier today.
Yeah.
That, he's still unsigned, and it's unbelievable that he is, which I know Keenan had a down year last year, and he is up in age.
7 games this season. That's why.
But he's still a talent. He still has separation ability. He's still a savvy vet.
7 games. That's not worth it for me.
Well,
7
not
games?
a price he's asking.
I mean, for $1 million or $2 million, I could see that.
Yes, but the money he was asking for on a yearly basis, no, it's definitely not worth it.
Right, and I agree with that.
Yeah, not with us.
Right.
Yeah.
I also want to lower expectation here. I know.
What?
Hold on.
No.
No, hold on. I'm being realistic here, not negative. Okay. We have this high expectation that Ben Johnson's going to take us right off the bat. We said, like, Craig Counsell, first year, we didn't get there. We didn't get to the playoffs.
You wanted that right away. I know.
We did. And we want that for the Bears because it's Bears football. When the Bears do well, everyone in the city does well. That's what a quote from the big and famous Big Z here. I'm just
on a t-shirt.
Yeah. We should. You should do that, or I'll do it. And put your face on there. But no, the expectations for this season is high. I'm not going to say it's not. We want to win right away. We want to win more than 6 games. We want to win 10 games. We want to win 12 games. But the expectation's high. Now, for what we're doing and trying to achieve this season, I'm going with the Craig Counsell thing, where I'm keeping it moderate. I'm not going to say Ben Johnson when we'll lose a couple games that it's his fault. we always blame the coach, but things happen. I'm not saying he's not a great coach because he is, but things happen on the players' point of view too, and they fall on their, situations. Now, once it's like,
All right, let me ask you this.
when it's mid-season, everyone's going to question, and they're not doing well. Caleb, who's quarterback number 2? Because everyone wants to love quarterback number 2. And right now, there's an argument who's going to be number 2, Bajent or Case Keenum. Who cares? I don't even want to talk about that situation, and it's not even part of the story. I'm reading this on a daily of like the breakdowns. Who cares who's number 2? You care about who's quarterback number 1 and who's going to win. So,
I 100% agree. And Caleb better take a step forward this year.
And I hope he does. And I want him to.
I'm not saying that the Bears need to win 12 games. What I'm saying is winning 3 games is unacceptable with the roster that we have.
I agree with that. Yes.
I am looking for somewhere between 6 and 9 wins with the roster we have. If you can't pull off 6 to 9 wins, I'm sorry. To me, like, what are we doing?
I see as 8 to 9 wins at a minimum with the talent that's on this team, with the better coaching and structure that's been put in place. I think that's going to be a lot better because you had
Caleb in his own video room watching like his own recap and trying to figure out what he did wrong. Yeah. Like, that's the stuff that makes you a losing franchise and a loser. Not Caleb's fault, because that's the franchise fault. He's sitting watching film and trying to figure it out on himself. That screams, different story. Now, this franchise, this coaching staff should change that and hopefully is better. Because Shane Waldron did not do his job.
That's why those idiots lost their jobs. But if you look at what Caleb did last year with those 2 clowns in charge,
right,
3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions,
right,
but sacked 68 times. Offensive line was crap. He held the ball too long, and he played hero ball a little bit too much. Right.
Well, he had to.
Right, and again, that's what it is. But if he can stop playing the hero ball and just take what the defense gives him, he was going to be all right, right? So as long as he doesn't get pummeled, the offensive line gives him time to get the ball out to 2 stud tight ends.
It's July 14th. Yeah, and we could have these predictions, but we expect these things from the coaching staff. Now, I think the coaching staff, between the 2 of us or 3 of us, that the coaching staff matters determines on whether how many wins and losses we have at this point.
I mean, the fact that we're getting word out of, players already that the coaching staff is way more detailed, that they are way more specific on what needs to be done on a play-to-play basis to make things work. And it's explained, this is why you need to do this, or this is why you need to go 15 yards exactly and out or in, or you need to block this guy on the blind side and get him out of the way. The fact that those things are being covered, and the fact of the matter is that we have not had a coaching staff in years that seems competent enough to do those things. That already to me has like actual faith that maybe the Bears finally have pulled their heads out of their asses, for lack of better terms, and finally decided to get a coaching staff that knows or understands what needs to be done to win games.
So I agree with you 100%, JC. So that's why my expectations are 10 wins or higher. I know the schedule. I know the schedule is tough. I've seen the schedule.
10 wins it'll sneak you into the playoffs. 10 wins can sneak you into the wild card.
So that's what I'm saying. 10 wins is enough for me to sneak in, and or maybe even more. I can't say that we're going to win more than 10, but 10 is my standard.
Again, last year the Lions were 15-2, Minnesota's 14-3, Green Bay was 11-6.
Yeah, and a lot of those games came to the wire. And you had a crappy coaching staff not really crappy. Like it was too much all at one time, and then you don't have an offensive line. But to see the team actually be close enough and not get blown out, if you're a White Sox fan, you kind of know you're close to the games, and you don't actually win them, but you still see stride and those players. You're still gonna, there's still hope for that.
But it's just with the NFL, you can go from worst to first a lot easier than in baseball.
Absolutely.
So forth.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's why I have high expectations for this football team, because you have a stud wide receiver in DJ Moore, who I do not want to waste while he's in his prime.
Absolutely.
Rome Odunze was not used to the best of his ability last year. Cole Kmet was not getting the ball while he was open and not used correctly. It was just a lot of doing of the things that are just completely wrong. As a casual NFL fan can watch a Bears game, be like, why are they doing that?
Yeah, I would see you face red, drinking Miller Lite at your favorite bar that you go to, and I'm next to you, and just all the spit coming out of your mouth because you're so upset, and that, for a good reason. Yeah. Feel bad for the bartender, but
Waste of Miller Lite.
Right. But I get what you're saying, JC too. It's frustrating for us when we see our team with such talent lose because of coaching and decisions that they decide to do.
We have enough teams that had a bunch of talent that didn't do anything. And we're not going to talk about that team because I know
we could talk about another time.
Yeah, another time. So,
well, I do love that one of the first questions that reporters asked the new head coach was, do you know how and when to call a timeout? And he responded, yes, I do. So that also gives me hope that, hopefully we have a competent head coach that knows when to call a timeout, when to, stop Jaden Daniels from throwing a Hail Mary, simple things that makes you scratch your head saying, how did we hire these morons? Like, who's in charge of this team? But
I couldn't make those decisions. I'd be the water boy. But
we're looking for the future, and hopefully, like I said, I'm looking for 6 to 8 wins. Like I said, I'm not expecting a giant leap this year. If it does happen, dude, I'll be celebrating. But to me, 6 to 8 wins this year, looking at 10 to 12 next year.
All right, so JC, I see you're being, you're being very cautious in what you want. But if you think about this, the Lions have lost literally everybody in their coaching staff, right? You got Minnesota that's literally going to have a rookie quarterback playing.
Yeah, McCarthy.
Right. We don't know how healthy he is. It's a rookie quarterback. Those are two
very trade for Kirk Cousins. Like there are things that can still happen that, that's, and listen, the NFC North, what was it? 3 teams had 10 wins last year, other than us. So it's a rough division that, yes, JJ McCarthy. Yes. He's a rookie. Yes. I understand all that. All right. It is still a tough division. Yeah. Then you go look at all the other opponents we are facing this year. It is a tough schedule.
We play Lamar Jackson on my birthday weekend, the 26th of October, Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore.
They planned it that way just for you.
I know, to ruin my weekend. It's just crazy.
You do that on your own already.
Actually, that's the happiest day of my life because I celebrate life, and I am, so happy to be alive another day. But you jerk. No, it's Halloween weekend too, and I get to dress up as a Mandalorian and whatever the hell I want to dress up as. But no, I'm just saying. Actually, 26. I don't actually know when my birthday falls on. But that point being is the fact. Maybe it's a Wednesday. But my point being in that fact, it's like it's going to be tough. The schedule's not going to be easy. But it's the coaching staff, Caleb, because Caleb's a stud. He's always focused and determined on being better. You see him talking about it being in the film room. Shane Waldron's not there. No one's there. He's doing his thing. So automatically. But now that he has a coach that wants to be there, wants to win, wants to do this, sky's the limit. I get you want to do 8 to 6 or 6 to 8. I don't want that. I want 10. Give me 10.
We want 10, but I'm just like I'm double checking the schedule here. Like,
Yeah, anything could happen.
Vikings, Lions, Cowboys, Raiders, Commanders, Saints, Ravens, Bengals, Giants, Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, Packers, Browns, Packers, Niners, Lions. There is not a gimme in that schedule.
McCarthy, rookie. I honestly, I
still don't think that's a gimme.
Again, I don't know who he is. He hasn't proven anything to anyone because he got injured. Maybe he has an off season. I don't know. That's a possibility. And maybe he has a great season. That's a possibility too.
Right, but they're still a complete team. They have great wide receivers. They have a great offensive line. They can run the ball. All you need him is to game manage. So I really don't think that that's an issue. So
I don't know. I feel like we're going to be higher than the Vikings, in my opinion.
Oh, I again, 10 wins. If we can get 10 wins, that'd be
that's my cap. I just want 10 wins. Give me 10, and anything can happen.
Yep, definitely. All right, boys, let's wrap it up with what you're watching that isn't sports. I know you guys watched Superman, so anything else that you didn't? Anything else besides Superman?
Fantastic Four comes out this week. I will be there Thursday at 2:00. I will go to AMC tomorrow to see if I could pick up the Galactus head for $80. If you want it, it's $200. I'm reselling it too. So be sure to DM me and get that, because right now, places that actually have offered to buy it and people actually have it, it's selling for 10 times the amount. 10. Okay.
For $800, they'll pay your rent.
Yeah, it actually would pay my rent. Thanks for knowing. But
$800 for a popcorn bucket.
$80. Well, some people do. It depends on how much fandom and
no. You said they're paying 10 times.
No, some people are paying 10 times the amount. I'm not paying it. I want to get it for $80 and sell it for. If it was for $800, I'd be pretty happy about it.
I don't think it comes out to a little less because you're AMC rewards member, so you get like a little bit of a discount.
No, maybe $3.
No, I think it comes out to like 64 or 66.
Well, I have a lot of credits for Regal and AMC, but I'm excited to see it. I'm a little bit nervous after seeing Superman. And if you watch No on the Weekend, you want to watch us live on YouTube after this show, because this show is number 1, and then we're number 2. I break down why I'm nervous for Fantastic Four, because the promotions, the advertisements always show clips. Marvel does this, always show clips of the important scenes of the movies. Now, I'm going to tell these guys, if you guys want to go look on your own, that's fine. But they show scenes before the movie, and I already know after watching it, I already know what the plot of the movie is. I already know. I'm not going to tell you. Don't go watch it. If you're on TikTok or Instagram, it'll pop up. It happened to me, and I watched it because, well, I'm me. So, but it just I don't like how they do it, marketing and advertising promotions. It's terrible. They spoil too much. Now I already have the idea of what I'm going to walk into.
He hates the marketing, but he's going to go buy the $80 Galactus.
And to sell it and make a profit, because that's what I need to do.
I hope you do sell it, because you still have an extra Batman.
I do. I'm going to give that to someone on Christmas in my family. I'm going to lose money, but that's what I mean. I'm going to buy, if I can't buy 2 and sell one right away, because I have one, but maybe I'll sell it to you for $60. You wouldn't even buy it. You don't even care.
Wait, you going tomorrow?
Huh?
You going tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to go to AMC at New City to see if I could get it early, because apparently they're saying that they're giving them out early. So I want to go to AMC at New City. If not, then I got to go to Schaumburg.
What time do you go?
Probably around 1.
Okay, I'll go.
You want to go? Okay, I'll pick you up.
Yeah, well, we got business to take care of in that area anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
About that. Yeah, that's awesome. JC. Besides Superman, what you want?
Murder Bot. Watched an episode of that. I think
that guy renewed for a second season, by the way.
All right, then I'm gonna watch it.
So watch an episode of that. think I'll give it a shot. Other than that, I've been watching Stick, which is like an Owen Wilson like
Yes.
golf comedy.
That seems really good.
It was really good. I gotta watch the latest episode, but it is really good. That's the only thing I've been watching. Yep.
Yeah, I think Steven would like it because it deals with some
Wow.
depression and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you get me in. I bought Thunderbolts. I've been watching that nonstop on Prime.
Oh,
I bought the digital DVD.
Steven's like, this is my life. I relate to this so much.
Absolutely. That's how you get me wrapped in. And then I find the clips, I clip it, I rewatch it, and then I cry and I drink, and yeah, you got it. Where are you?
Yeah, so, we're so sorry.
There you go. boy. You got the pipes.
That's my dude.
Yeah, other than that, really, not too much. Like I said, watching a few things here and there. As you guys know, I've been at the hospital dealing with family stuff.
Absolutely. That's first. That's first.
So I have not been watching much of anything, even though I was on vacation all week this week. It was nonstop, you know. Literally, I was supposed to be golfing, made it about halfway. You know, it was me and 3 other buddies. We were supposed to be going golfing. We made it about halfway to the golf course and got a phone call that, you know, my mother had to go in for emergency surgery, literally had to spin the car back around, speed home, and made it there before they took her into surgery.
Yeah.
So as you can tell, I was man on a mission to get there before they took her in. That said, you know, just dealing with a lot of family stuff right now on my end, so really have not had time to watch, you know, clips on the cell phone, you know, stuff like that, where you see some Fantastic Four stuff like that, but I have not watched much of anything this past week.
No, it makes sense. And, you know, wish the best for your mom. And you told us an update, which is great.
Yeah.
But no, that's always important. That family's first and anything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And, you know, with her not being around, you know, I'm cooking meals for the father and, you know, doing laundry and everything around their place, trying to, you know,
make it easier.
Yeah. You know, like I said, you know, my father has medical issues as well. So, you know, it's just tough because I'm basically stepping up and trying to do things for my father who, you know, can't do much on his own either. You know, it's a lot, but, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot.
It's all good prognosis. Everything went well. You know, she's on the mend and hopefully she'll be coming home probably sometime maybe late week this coming week. So, you know.
Yeah, that's what's important. Yeah, that's what's important. And
you've been watching.
Yeah, I've been watching Stick. I've been really surprised by it because I saw the previews. I'm like, I got like nothing else to watch. Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely a good watch. Who's the podcaster or the comedian?
As a golfer, he's on
he's not the golf, he's the caddy. What is his name?
Yeah, I don't know of his name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Steve Marion, Steve.
Whatever. It's not this Steve, because if it was, wouldn't be here.
He's one of the original podcasters, and then Joe Rogan overtook him as far as like #1 podcast. Yeah, been watching that, and believe nothing else has been on. I put stuff on the background while I've been cleaning. I've actually been working on the office here, worked on the kitchen, literally decluttering.
Is it still hot in there?
It is so hot.
Yeah.
So hot. Like I bought my 2 hats. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I see them.
Like, I am not going to sweat these out while I'm on the show.
So I put this one on for the show. I don't wear this one outside.
Yeah, I'm literally wearing one of my oldest hats. I'm like, it's just, I don't care if I sweat this one out, but I'm like, I just bought those 2. They're not getting sweated out. Yeah, definitely not that heavy. But other than that, no, just been working here, trying to stay active as much as possible because I go back in about a month. So now
Yeah.
it's like
Not a lot of time.
No, and then when I'm definitely a procrastinator. So now that I have the pressure on, that's when I do my best work. JC knows that 'cause that's how we were at school. Last minute, and we got the best work and got A's.
Speaking of procrastination, we created new advertisements for the show.
I think I just have the audio. Did you make one with video?
No, I sent you the audio because I didn't know how you're gonna play it. If you wanted me to do the video, I would have done it.
Yeah, that's what I was
okay. So, but yeah. So, long story short,
yeah, go ahead.
Long story short, Sean and I were drinking and had created juices going on. We created No on the Weekend because we have new merch. We talked about that earlier. So go support 606 Media. Get everyone's shirts. And yeah, we did one for Big Z and True Chicago Sports, and yeah. And I was like talking when we were doing it, I was telling Sean, like, we can do this tomorrow. He goes, no, let's do it now. And I'm like, all right, fine, let's do it fucking now. Let's do it now.
It came out really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was great. It was fun and we had a good time. So yeah.
Yeah, it came out good. So I'm looking forward to your new video that you're gonna make. I'll give you some pictures of
I have the pictures. I already screenshotted them and yeah.
Beautiful.
I just had to put the audio to it. I'm gonna put a post this week for that for everyone. And yeah. Yeah, get those. I need one. I know JC's been busy, so that's why I haven't been bothering. That's why I haven't been bothering him.
I have the shirts laying around. I just haven't not had a chance to open the email.
Yeah. It's all good. I understand why. I am not upset. I get why.
I might be able to knock something out Saturday.
That's fine. I'll meet you halfway. And if Big Z wants to send you some money, I'll pick up his stuff and drop it off.
I want every hat variation that he can make.
Okay. Well, that's a lot.
No, because you're gonna wear one all the time, and it's summer. You're gonna sweat one out, so I want to have replacements right away.
I ordered. I was supposed to do hats for somebody, and they didn't do them. So I have like 40 black. This exact hat here.
Yeah,
I got like 40 of them, like laying in my workspace.
Just we're gonna sell them for the Bears games. We're gonna be live and in person, so make them and we'll sell them.
Blue and the logo orange.
Yeah, I got. Where is it?
Just the logo has to be orange. The rest could be all blue, like you use it for the other hats that you use. You don't have to make it navy because that's color coordinating and wasteful.
Video froze up.
Video froze.
No.
Yeah, go over to 606media.com. There's a big merch right on there. Then you can check out all the new stuff that we have on there. Lots of cool shirts that we just put up there for No Water on the Weekend. They have some pretty cool stuff up there. And again, you can always. I like the color combinations that I was able to do for you.
Like I told you, I only want black, white, navy, and gray. Everything else could be whatever. That's all the colors I want. I don't need teal, pink.
Yeah, but those pop, man. Those colors really pop. That's why I left those.
I'm not gonna wear those. And I don't want my fan base to wear those. No, I just say that's for example, I broke it down. I've been in suiting. I've been in retail. I've done that multiple times. The only suits that sell are black. If you want to wear a white suit, gray and navy, it's traditional. If you have those 4 suits, even black, navy, and gray, you're good. But it's cool. White shirts in the summer, hot. Oh man, I was gonna say, I'm like, man, now I'm running the show.
No.
It's True Chicago water.
JC's camera. It's on the fritz. It went hot. So.
Well, we get in the show. It's an hour and almost 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're exactly.
Close the show.
Let's close the show. Damn, what happened to my closing?
If you're here new with us on True Chicago Sports, be sure to subscribe and follow us at 5 stars because we only have 5 stars on the show. If you want to review us after the show, if you want to watch No One on the Weekend, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, No One on the Weekend. Follow down below of where you could find True Chicago Sports and watch us live every Monday, 7:30 Central Standard Time. Not on the weekend. We're always in the weekend, but all over the place.
Somewhere around the weekend, there'll be no water. No
yeah, exactly. Be sure to always buy every one of our merch because we want to be the best in the city of Chicago. We put a lot of time and money, and subscribe for 99 cents, lower than an actual McDonald's ice cream and better than the snack wrap. Apparently, we're better. We're better than snack wrap. I talk more about it. I know on the weekend, but yes, this is the place where we want to make Chicago better because we are Chicago in many aspects of this. So yeah, Big Z, did I miss anything?
You pretty much covered it all. So I wanted to say thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you fans for sticking with us for 256 episodes. Shout out to JC and to his mom for speedy recovery to her. Steven will be back next week. He's obligated. Ivan will be back next week as well. He had a family issue this week, so he couldn't be on. I'll be back again for my 257th episode. Actually, it's more than that, but whatever. So thank you to our sponsors, 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans, and definitely check out our lineup. New on a Weekend podcast. Definitely this one, True Chicago Sports, and In Podsgate with Big Z. Again, I gotta cook those episodes up. There's 3 in the can. I gotta edit those, and again, I'm a procrastinator because I'm doing 12 different things. So that'll be cooking. It's simmering. Follow us on Twitter, TCSF Pod on Twitter. Find us on Facebook, IG, Spotify. It's all True Chicago Sports Fans. Find us on there. We pop up. We pop up everywhere. So hit the subscribe button, share button, show us support. If you can't add, you can't donate through Anchor FM, but we're gonna post that link down there. Definitely share and subscribe and do all that cool stuff, and 5 stars, all that cool stuff. For Stevie B and JC, I am Big Z. We'll see you next week for episode 257. And until then, be good to each other.
For the love of sports.
For the love of sports.